Dejna. Sorry.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Single-Handedly. I'm Thomas,
And I'm Nick.
and today we've got a very special guest, racking in how many? 6.6 million followers, countless viral videos, famous for his unique and creative style. Henry Galea, thanks for coming.
Hi.
Super guest, Nick.
Super guest.
Thank you for having me.
Was it a good introduction, or do you want to add to those numbers?
No, it was pretty good. I'm
sure we're missing out some numbers. I mean, that was just TikTok, no?
We're just scratching the surface.
I mean, I would have been like Henry Galea, emotionally traumatized human being, 6.6 million from Malta.
So the emotionally traumatized comes before the fame?
I mean, it's led up to the fame, I think.
Okay, so they come hand in hand.
Hand in hand. It's a package deal.
Just like me and you, Nick.
So what's your job roles? Are you makeup artist? Are you model? Are you
Makeup director as well?
I mean, special effects makeup artist and content creator. I mean, apart from that, I used to model as well. So kind of like an all-rounder in the industry.
And is it jumping from one thing to another, or is it all these things at the same time? Maybe different gigs at different times, or?
I mean, I think everything works like hand in hand together in a way where it's like if I'm doing makeup on myself, I'm doing the makeup, I'm modeling, doing acting, filming. So it's like you wear different hats at the same time, if that makes sense.
Jack of all trades.
Literally.
how long does it take you to film one video, one TikTok?
It depends.
Is it like an hour, or is it like full on whole day?
It depends on what look I'll be doing on the day. Like right now I'm working on a look, which is gonna like I've already been working on the set for a whole week. And I haven't even just started the makeup.
This is for a TikTok video.
Yeah.
A whole set.
Yeah.
For a week.
For TikToks, I want to get the most out of this. But yeah, it's for a 15-second TikTok.
Crazy, the amount of effort. I mean, I don't think much people understand the amount of work that goes into these 15-second videos.
I think some people see it still as something which is just a hobby. It's something which isn't taken so seriously.
Literally, and they don't know that it costs a lot of money. Like the set is like €1,000 already. And it's crazy. Like I bought so much expanding foam and paint and silicone the past week, like homemade. And my ironmonger, they're like, "Are you good?"
Shout out to his ironmonger and homemade.
Shout out.
And none of them
sponsored.
None of them are pre-bought, so you're building everything from scratch.
Literally everything from scratch.
That's crazy. Imagine, Nick.
You guys had like
We did the same thing basically, yeah.
What do you mean?
Building everything from scratch.
Oh yeah, of course.
Cute.
We're always adding on.
Exactly. Always
Shelving.
making it a bit better.
Cute. DIYing.
I think that's the like, because if you do things all the same and everything's in nice neat boxes, there's no creativity or uniqueness to what you do. So
Facts.
And you're really creative. Like how does someone get that creative? Were you born with it? Did you learn how to find inspiration and do it? Like,
I mean, it's I think artists are born as artists, right? Like some people love art, but they're not capable of doing art. But like when I was being brought up, I was always in the carnival scene. So like, you know, like carnival being surrounded by obviously all that creativity and people dancing, people painting. Acting, I was introduced into acting, a masquerade from a very young age. So we used to do like acting, dancing and singing. But yeah, the main inspiration where it came from was movies and like scary movies and horror and stuff like that.
Did that get you into special effects?
No, then eventually, when I was in school, I had like theatrical studies as an option. And I remember my teacher was like, you have to make it as interesting. Shout out Sarah Camilleri. She was like, you have to make it as interesting as you possibly can. And I had the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. So I was like, what makes him the Mad Hatter? His makeup. And obviously, since my mom was in Carnival, she had some makeup from Carnival laying around. But my mom is not into makeup herself, like, so it was very much giving expired makeup. Yes. And I did the face paint on me, and my mom lost her mind because she was like, where did you go after school? Who did you meet? Like, did you go to a party and not tell me? Because she thought I got a face painting done at a party. And then I'm like, Ma, I did it in my bedroom, like using your carnival makeup. And she was proud. She was like, this is really nice. And from that moment, I was like, oh my God, my mom's proud. Like, I want to do this for the rest of my life.
That's really cool.
Mhm.
So your kind of interest in makeup, I think, started from there.
Yeah, my interest from makeup started from theatrical studies, realistically.
So it was theatrical study, not the carnival as such.
Carnival was more of the like creativity aspect of my life.
Okay.
I give Carnival credit, and obviously my stepfather who passed away with COVID, like he was very much like helping out in that aspect. But the reason for me starting makeup was theatrical studies.
And now your looks don't just involve makeup; they also involve prosthetics and
Literally.
looks. So how did one thing lead to another? How do you explain the branching of the makeup scene?
I mean, then it's like you continue thinking, people always expect something more, something bigger than before, something better. And now I'm at a point where it's like, okay, I've done like pretty good prosthetic work. So now what am I going to do more? So now it's like building sets. And now from building sets, it's going to be building costumes. And most probably like in a year or two, it's going to be a full-on production, which I hope will get like CGI involved and like a green screen and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like constantly evolving, you know?
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Because like humble beginnings and small starts, like just like you and your programming with hacking your brother's Facebook.
It's for another podcast.
It's already out that by now.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's already out.
Exposed.
You're drinking out of a Coke can, not out of a cup.
Yeah, I find that a bit.
I'm ghetto.
I only use straws, and I find it disgusting when you
I-
lick the can, and it's been like, you see those Facebook posts that grandmas
Exactly.
share, like that rats piss on the can.
Exactly. No.
That's probably not the nastiest thing you licked this past week.
I mean, you and me both, most probably.
That's a- but yeah, cans. Yeah,
Yeah, cans.
straws.
Cans and straws.
So we're back to the makeup.
Back to the makeup.
Exactly. So, and especially now, art has shifted. I see that art has shifted from just the painting. You can put a cup in an empty room, and the surroundings are what make the cup give value. I don't know how to explain it, but if you see modern fashion shows, I think
Facts. As in like,
the atmosphere is all. It's not just a normal room with seats. Sometimes it's in like a mud
mud
room.
pit and like stuff like that. Yes, it's giving very much contemporary and like out there.
And what do you
know?
think of that style? Is it
Oh, I love it.
okay? It's not damaging the way art is interpreted, or
I mean, art is art. Realistically, like there is no right or wrong, in my opinion, when it comes to art. Like everyone has his own interpretation of art. I might look at this and be like, yo, like for example, obviously I love design, but I can be like, maybe if this was orange, I would like it more. And maybe you're like, I perfectly love it like that. You know, it's like personal taste. So some people might love it, some people might hate it. You just need to find your own style and like just stick with it.
You know what I'm curious to ask about, and this is changing the subject completely.
Let's go.
Because you mentioned your mom, you mentioned how she at the beginning she was angry, but then she supported you when she
Yeah.
realized that you did it yourself. How was your childhood growing up? How was everything? How was school? Did you get bullied? Like, how was growing? Were you open? When did you come out? Like all of these
Oh,
questions.
I was outed.
You were outed.
I was outed. Someone went to tell my parents that I'm gay.
Someone had to
yeah,
tell
yeah.
your parents that you're gay.
So let's rewind a bit. So my
they-
childhood.
yeah.
Sorry?
Go. So they saw her in person.
No,
or-
they sent a DM on like Messenger. No, so basically, my childhood, it gave good, but trauma, emotional damage. That's like I still suffered from like till this day. I would say like school, I was very bullied because I was like a nerd. I was always getting the highest grades, like studying. So I wanted to become a lawyer. So I was like, let's go, like school, top of the class, you know? And then when I was like 12 and 13 and I went into an all boys school, St. Albert the Great in Valletta, I was like, oof, boys, hello. And I started talking to some like people in the scene to, you know, like find comfort in people with the same interests as me. And one of these guys felt like it was his like calling to just text my mom a message on Messenger and be like, yo, listen, your son is gay. You have to accept him for who he is. Like, you can't treat him badly. Like, this is who he is. Like, and yada, yada, yada. That was like a whole ass paragraph. And then obviously my mom like calls, she's losing her shit. I'm 13, 14 years young at this point. And she's like, who the fuck is texting me like that you're gay? Yeah, and she wanted to go to psychiatrics as well. Like, and I'm like, listen up. Like, I'm not crazy. If you want to go to a psychiatric, just let me know. I'll pack my shit and you'll never hear from me again. Like, I literally told my parents, I will go and you don't have a son. Like, and then my dad obviously stepped in and he's like, no, fuck that. You know?
Is this your stepdad? Or
My
your
dad, my actual dad. My actual dad. Yeah, he's like, no, fuck that. Like, you're not going. Like, you know? But yeah, it was very tough. And then obviously, after, I would say like 3 or 4 years after the coming out, everything was like normal. You know, like now everyone knows, you know, like my parents all support me. I've been in a relationship with guys like 3 times now, all epically flopped. But yeah, and I like introduce them to my family every time, you know, because I'm very much like, listen, if I'm meeting someone, I don't want to keep my family in the dark. Like, listen, I'm talking to someone, like, this is who he is. Like if it goes to shit, it's gonna go to shit. But if it goes well, like, it goes well. You know, I'm not the type of person that I'm gonna keep my distance from my parents and be like, ole, I'm not meeting anyone. Ole, like, you know, just super straightforward.
No, I like that because the parents usually have a good sixth sense, I feel.
Yes.
Whatever like they say usually goes. If
Yes.
it's in
My grandparents
few
were like,
hours.
oh no. The last one, they're like, oh no, sweetie.
and the last one was how long ago?
Like days now.
Days
Like,
ago.
Days ago, we broke
Days
up.
ago, really.
Up until this morning, we were like texting because he has some of my shit. And I'm like, you need to send it over.
It needs the postage ASAP.
Yeah, because he's from Australia. He's
That's
not
gonna take
even
some time.
local.
Wait. So he's from Australia. He has
Yeah.
your shit.
Yeah.
You were in Australia. Were you living?
No,
with him?
he came to Malta.
Okay.
He flew over for you.
Let's say, are my parents gonna watch this? I bought his tickets.
You bought his tickets from Australia.
Yeah.
Nick, have you ever flew a girl out?
No.
I mean, it was something on my bucket list to do. Not gonna lie, it was like goals, like flying a guy over from Australia just to meet me. Like, nah, goals. Not gonna lie.
It's like rich daddy vibes, I think. That's the vibe you give off.
I mean, it is not. No, not gonna lie.
Yeah. So what? You just texted him this morning, like send over my shit. Like what?
Oh,
shit?
I was like, listen, like you haven't texted anything the past 3 days. I'm like, clearly we're ending things. I'm like, so if we're ending things, send my Louis Vuitton shit back. I'm like, because that shit costs money. You
So
know?
it was-
And how long was this trip for him?
7 weeks. So he spent 7 weeks here living with me.
And how much did that run you back?
About like 5 to 6 grand.
What does 5 to 6 grand on holiday look like for someone?
Going to Milan, going to spas, black cabs everywhere, like best food, like Tiffany's lounge and stuff like that.
Nick, take me on a date.
Ask you. So Louis Vuitton, all expenses paid, work trip,
Work
to,
trip.
to Malta. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
I know it is.
How does it? Do you feel? How did things end? Did they end badly? Did you just?
Oh, they ended shit. They ended so shit, which like it makes me question his sexuality, whether he was actually into me. Like it's so weird. Like when you're in the spotlight and in the industry, you trust someone, and then like you give them your all. And I'm a very caring person. Whether I like, most probably I don't look like it. Most probably I look like a very like emotionless person, but I have a very big heart. Like this guy, I gave him my everything, and the switch up was so quick. Like he went back to Australia and he's like, oh, like it's fine for me. Like we didn't call FaceTime for a week. He's like, oh, I'm fine just texting you. I'm like, so you're fine just texting someone you were in bed with for 7 weeks? Like you don't even want to see my face like on video chat for 5 minutes. And then like excuses were coming up where it's like, oh, but I just finished in like a 10-hour shift at work. I'm like, bitch, I would call you even if I was working like 24 hours at work. You know, like, so yeah.
And how, back to being in the scene,
Yeah.
how does that affect one's love life, sort of, while you're in the limelight? How do you interpret if people love you for you or for the fame you've accumulated over the years?
You never know.
Don't you get like a little gut feeling maybe, or is there something which
You will, but it's like people can fake it so well.
really
Like this guy faked it so well. Like so fucking well. It's crazy.
was he probably trying to convince himself as well, or was it
Probably he's not even sure of his sexuality because he was receiving snaps from girls, liking girls' aspects on Instagram. And when I used to catch him doing this shit, he used to be defensive, like, why the fuck are you stalking who I like? And I'm like, because I don't trust you. Like, you're giving me a reason not to trust you. Like, why the fuck are you liking a picture of a girl's ass where her face isn't showing? He's like, we're friends. I'm like, oh, you're friends. How? Like, you know, it's so weird. I go into full FBI mode when I'm talking to someone. Like, I am that crazy bitch. But that's because my life is like so valuable and there's so much I can offer that I want to make sure that who I'm talking to is like not fucking me over. So when I was seeing these red flags, I was approaching him for the red flags, but he was coming up with like some good excuses some of the times. Like, oh, I know her. She's like she's dating this guy. Like this guy and I, like we used to go to school together. And I used to be like, like if she's dating a guy, you know, like, and I used to tell him, why the fuck are you liking a pic, like her pic if she has a boyfriend? Like, you know, it doesn't make sense. Like, balla red flags, yeah.
can guys and girls be friends?
Listen, listen. They can,
I'm listening.
but if you're receiving snaps from a girl with her ass out in the mirror, I think that's beyond friends at that point.
I want friends like that.
You know, it's like, it's so sus. And it's such a different culture as well. It's such a different, like, they all have private accounts. Like, to us, if you have a private account, you're sus.
Għandek xtaħbi Malti.
Exactly, you're hiding something. Even the fact that they only speak on Snapchat, where chats are deleted after 24 hours, that's sus to me. You know, so it's like, I don't know. I was always like super, what's the word? Not insecure, but like I couldn't fully
Doubtful.
trust him. I never fully trusted him.
But wasn't that red flags enough to not waste 6K on him?
I really try to give someone the benefit of the doubt and make the, like, I really try to like give someone a chance and like prove me wrong. You know, I'm like, please prove me wrong. Like, please prove me wrong, you know? And I give you a chance and I give you a chance and I give you a chance. But then it's like, God damn. You know, it's like, bitch, there's so much someone can take. Like, I see his snap score going up and like he's not even opening my snaps. And then when I approach him about it, I'm like, fuck, your snap score is going up and you're not opening my snaps. Like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, I'm just texting a work colleague. I'm like, I don't fucking care who you're texting. You could be texting your mom. Like, at least open my snap and tell me, listen, I'm busy. I'll text you later. Like why? You know, it's like the little things.
I feel like toxic relationships take up so much of a person's energy that it's just not even worth.
And I am a bit toxic, not gonna lie. I am a bit toxic because some people might look at the stuff I'm saying and they're like, but what a red flag that he checks who, like the likes that he does. But like,
that's
I don't think that's too toxic.
No,
It's
I think
being
for
cautious.
him, he was like, oh, I was talking to my mates about it and they're like, this is red flags. These are all red flags. You should dump her, because he was saying that he's going out with a girl, not with a guy, because he's not out. You know? That's why I will not say his name.
That's a red flag in it.
Exactly. And I'm like, so wait, so my red flags is that I'm like being cautious and wanting to call you every day and like actually caring about you. And your red flags are you receiving snaps from girls of their asses in the mirror, you liking like their pictures. And I'm like, so I'll be like, your red flags outweigh mine.
Exactly.
I think that's what happens in toxic relationships. Both of you try to start flinging shit at each other. So of course, toxic relationships are always
Yes.
that sort of arrangement, because someone is either unfaithful or hiding things, or in the case that you were in, quite weird, where the guy wasn't fully out and he was hiding it from his friends
And super secretive as well.
super secretive. So that's already kind of not toxic because he maybe wasn't certain enough, which I would understand.
I think he's not certain with his sexuality. Plus, I'm the type of person that I can pressure someone, and I do admit that. Like after the 7 weeks that he spent here, I was like, "Listen, when are you moving to Malta?" Like full on. I'm like, "When are you moving?" He's like, "Listen, like I need to think about this." I'm like, "Fine, think about it, but like let me know if you actually want to do it or not." When he went back, I'm like, "When are you coming back? When are you coming back? Because I miss you. Like I want to see you. Blah blah blah." I can be a bit pushy as a person, but that can be super misinterpreted nowadays from our generation as being like naggy and like clingy. But you give too much and you push someone away. You give too little and someone is like, they're not interested in me. You give enough and there's doubt from one side. They're like, is he actually into me or is he like, so what the fuck are you supposed to do? It's like our generation is so fucking like retarded sometimes. I'm sorry.
Is it because social media has skewed the way we think?
Literally as well. And
Because as you were saying, you're checking snap scores. This isn't something you would do 10 years ago.
Literally. No. And the fact that that from like, you can just open up your Tinder and there's countless options for you to choose from is fucked.
I don't know what Tinder you guys have, but
I have Raya. I'm fucked in there.
What's Raya?
Raya is like celebrity Tinder.
Celebrity
Blue checks
Tinder.
only.
Pretty much.
What's that like? Interesting. What's it called?
You've ever heard of it?
Raya.
You pay for this, right?
Yes, you have to.
You've heard of it?
Of course, Tom. I'm the top 0.1% of people who don't get matched on any app.
So this is Raya. Guys, this is Raya. Let's allow location. Wait, let's grab the pen.
Right. How long have you been using this?
Like, I've had it since LA.
Do we need to blur the names or?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's like Tinder. It is like Tinder, but
for the elite.
but like people usually are like,
Enrico is cute.
I'm so picky, but they're like celebrities or like brand manager or CEOs, director.
Podcasters.
Today I matched with someone super famous. I was like shaking when I saw it.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Manu Rios.
Who is he?
Manu.
Wait, did you match with Manu Rios?
No, I will. If I matched with Manu Rios,
like,
you would be coming to my funeral tomorrow, most probably.
Who did you match with?
Let's say, let me like give you a hint. Okay. Recently came out, broke TikTok when he came out. People were like, "Oh my god, like this is iconic." Actor.
Mr. Beast.
No.
That's what I thought as well. Not Mr. Beast.
Chris
from
No,
Mr. Beast.
No.
He's transitioning.
He's transitioning.
Yeah, Chris. You didn't know this?
No.
Chris. You know Chris from Mr. Beast, the one slight beard, I think.
No long hair.
He has a kid.
Isn't he?
Named Tucker and the wife or divorced or something.
Divorced.
Divorced. He's transitioning.
Didn't he once do a video where he was like buying furniture or something for his house with Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
He's transitioning.
Yes, he's in every single Mr. Beast video.
But is he like a woman now in the video? Is he still a part of the team?
Yes,
he's on hormone replacement therapy.
Can I see like?
And it's so weird because it's like I feel like he's using Mr. Beast's platforms as a journey to his transitioning to kind of
You think so?
Take away the attention. That's what it feels like for me. It's like you can see even on his Twitter.
Stop.
Did you see it? Can you turn it for the camera?
And they sued. He sued someone already.
Yeah, he's already suing people who are writing tweets about him.
What for defamation?
Defamation, yeah. But it was just a guy who shared a picture of him saying like what's going on or something like that.
I was gonna say this guy, but like
that.
I had no idea.
It's
what is it? They now or
what?
What is it?
They or them.
They them. Do you follow any pronouns or?
Wait. How many genders are there, Henry?
There is male, female, and alien, which is me. But no, honestly, like,
what do you think of these?
I'm all up for like trans people, and like, if you're born a man and you feel like you're a woman, you can change and stuff like that. But it's just a man and a woman, like this, they, them, we. I'm like, where are they? Like, who are they? Like, who the fuck is they? Explain that.
I'm actually happy that he's the one saying that, because I feel like as a straight male,
No, you would get roasted.
I would get cancelled.
You would get
completely
roasted.
cancelled. People in the comments will already were already waiting
They're
for me to
ready.
say something.
No,
to cancel me.
listen, like, all right, I understand most of the sexualities and like genders and like male, female, and then there's sexualities where it's like gay, straight, lesbian, asexual, pansexual, bisexual, like
I think
all of that.
sexuality is very fluid.
It's super fluid. I get that. But then when you hear someone like, oh, today I'm like Francesca and tomorrow I'm like Bob, I'm like, sis, Albi, are we playing like Split, for like the movie Split right now?
So have you seen these people that identify as cats and do like videos of them walking around the house as cats, and they have like OnlyFans pictures of them, OnlyFans accounts of them as cats?
I swear to
and
God.
they fully identify as cats and they even have a tail.
Yeah.
It's plugged somewhere,
Stop.
but like they it's like they
Seriously.
play this character and they say their gender is a cat.
You're on the wrong side of all.
I think that is a mental disorder.
I go into these holes.
I'm sorry, but if you're claiming that your gender is a cat, like a cat, an animal, for fuck's sake, like, sis, no,
So for you, there's two genders:
yes,
male, female,
male and female,
and then you
or androgynous, as in like, there was like a god back in the day, a Greek god, where she had like both a dick and a vag. What was her name?
A hermaphrodite.
A hermaphrodite, exactly.
What kind of history books do you read? I never heard.
Hermaphrodite.
Like tapeworms are hermaphrodites when they have both female and male reproductive parts.
Okay.
So that it's either male, female, or hermaphrodite in my like books.
I don't think it's not common at all. I don't.
No,
I don't
it's
know of a case.
so. I don't know if it's still a thing or like, but if it is, just to be safe, yeah. But sexuality then is a totally different subject and it's super fluid.
And are you bi or are you gay?
No, so I've had my fair share of like experimentation back in the day. I truly believe that everyone on planet Earth should experiment.
Okay.
Everyone. But now I identify as Henry and I am into men. I don't like to label myself as gay or straight or whatever it is. I'm just Henry and I'm physically attracted, and emotionally attracted to men.
And what is it that women don't tick? What box don't women tick? Or is it just like...
What boxes don't men tick for you? Let's start from there.
I'm glad I didn't ask that.
Interesting.
For both of you. You're both like interviewing me right now.
I'm not interviewing.
And then-
I'm in the chat.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, I think... No, I have a good answer for this.
Yeah, let's go.
Because women have... I feel that there's the mother feeling like... I don't know.
Fair
Like
enough.
a
But
nice
that's-
warm hug. It's
That's
It's
different.
the motherly instinct
Exactly.
in a woman.
But it's not... Because, I don't marry my mother.
Yeah,
but, like,
obviously.
I don't know.
We're not in Alabama. Sweet home Alabama.
But even if I had to go to, for example, a psychologist or a counselor, I'd rather have
A woman?
a woman to speak to. I don't.
Damn,
there's-
you're ballsy.
It
I
depends,
don't.
depends
I
on-
don't. I don't. It feels
Is
like a
that,
bit.
is that
too,
sexist? I feel the same.
no, I don't
I
think
feel
it's
the same.
sexist.
On certain things, like I prefer to have a female psychologist just because I think women tend to be more understanding of feelings and more understanding of what's going on in someone's head and whatever.
As much as I like to care for people around me,
Okay.
I can only do so much. But then I feel like when I don't know, like I speak to someone like a girl, I feel like she understands better.
Okay, fair not No,
So
I'm
it's
the
not
exact
because-
opposite from you.
Okay.
So whenever I used to like date girls, like back in the day, I noticed one very, very common thing in girls. So if I had an issue or a problem with whatever it could be on the world, I'd go up to the girl, and if we had already been like speaking about it beforehand, she gave me some advice and I didn't follow through with her advice, she would be like, "Oh my God, I told you so. You should have listened from me. Like now look at what the situation you're in. Like blah 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 blah." I don't want to be with people that their mind first thing it's like that, or like they base decisions off of emotions. I want to be with someone that when I go up to them with a problem, they will tell me that. But first, they'll be like, okay, fuck, like, let's solve this. Once we solve the problem, they're like, but I did tell you so. Like beforehand, not gonna lie, that was gonna happen.
I tend to do that. I mean, as in, if I have a problem or someone comes to me with a problem,
You're like, I told
I
you
have
so.
that I told you so in me, but we'll fix it first.
Exactly,
That's not a
exactly,
problem.
exactly, because you're a man.
Okay.
A woman her mind is so emotional. Like this is science. Like
Got
a
it.
woman's
It's
mind is
an
more
evolution.
emotional than
It's
than a man's mind. A man's
evolution
mind is
phase.
more problem solving. A woman's mind is more emotional. So yeah, a woman would be too like I am the emotional person.
Okay.
I am a super like woman in a man's body. But it's so weird. My mind is like 50-50 in a way where I'm like, if you come up to me with a problem, first thing I'll say is, I told you so. But then I'll follow it up instantly with like, listen, I fucking told you so, but let's solve this. You know, I'm not going to be like, I told you so, blah, 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 blah. Like, plus, apart from that, women, I don't know. Like, I like their physique a lot. Like, you know, like the curves.
Do you still have a physical attraction to women?
I love a woman's body. It's super attractive.
Does it,
Like the boobs, the curves.
does it
Like,
get you erect?
no. As in,
No,
like,
really?
if I want to, like, sometimes I do watch straight porn. Like, I do watch straight porn. Like, you most probably watch gay porn and you don't even know it. If you watch lesbian porn, that is considered as gay porn. Technically. So you know,
calling me gay.
I'm not calling you gay. I'm calling the porn you watch gay. Don't twist my words, boy. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. But yes, I do watch straight porn sometimes, and it's not that I wouldn't focus too much on the girl, or most probably I'd be like, I wish I was the girl, you know, in that situation. But yeah, a woman doesn't do it for me anymore.
I hope I don't get cancelled for what I said that I prefer speaking to women. But
No, but like I prefer speaking to men. Like when if my therapist is a guy,
okay.
you know,
I'd
'Cause
rather have
I-
a female therapist.
because
then.
I know that if I have a female, we are gonna be like, oh my god, we're gonna be like dissecting everything that like the snap score, for example, and a guy would be like, but maybe it's this, not that, or maybe like he gives me a different like a
perspective.
A woman is gonna be too emotional for me.
Even at that profession.
I'm already a too emotional person.
Hmm.
I need someone that's like a bit strong, you know,
You odd look. As in, how do you say it in Maltese? In English.
You keep.
like a strong character, you know, can put you in your place.
Anyway, what's your opinion on abortion? Think about it. You don't need to
What's
answer
your
anything.
opinion on abortion? Let's start from there, yeah.
I like how the turntables here. I think abortion should be allowed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think men should be the ones that say whether it should be allowed or whether it shouldn't be allowed.
Okay.
My opinion. Please don't hate in the comments.
No, fair.
I think it should be heavily regulated, if that's the correct term to use.
Yes.
So not anyone can just go get an abortion.
Facts.
Because that's opening up just a whole other world of
Medical issues.
abuse, like the list goes on. I think it should be allowed under certain circumstances, very closely monitored, regulated. Because I think if it's illegal, people are still going to do it.
Yes.
And they're going to do it in ways that
Yes.
are very damaging to them, very
Yes.
damaging to their health. And so I think if it's legalized, at least it's much safer to get abortion.
I fully agree with abortion. I can already see the thousands of comments being like, your mom should have aborted you. Honestly, I can see the comments coming in right now. But
If that comment is commented, we'll pin it.
facts.
But wait, before you continue,
Yeah.
we have to remember that there's only, I think, 2 countries in the world where abortion is banned. One of them is Malta.
Literally.
I don't know what the other one is. I forgot.
I
Literally.
don't know the statistic.
Really.
Not really, no. I'm not
Facts.
familiar with it.
There's like a lot of countries.
Can we pull it up, Jamie?
Yes, let's pull it up, Jamie. ChatGPT.
Yeah, can you ask ChatGPT?
Which country?
Put it on camera too.
Guys are using GPT-4.
Does anyone in this room not agree with abortion? please someone say yes.
Do I?
Please
I
someone
mean,
say yes. So I put you in your
It's-
place in a second.
John,
it's something that both have to agree to. I think it's not something which is like a. Okay. What I think about it is like I don't like when decisions are taken with emotion. So if immediately she's done a pregnancy test
Uh-huh.
and you test positive,
Uh-huh.
test positive, you're pregnant.
Uh-huh.
I don't want the
Malta,
so
Nicaragua, El Salvador,
Dominican
and
Republic.
Dominican Republic. Oh, Vatican, obviously. The Vatican. Yeah, and then...
okay, so a bit more than 2 countries. So
But
Malta,
still, that's not a lot. It's
El
like 1, 2,
Salvador.
3, 4, 5.
yeah, out of I don't
Vatican City isn't really.
Vatican isn't really like a country, it's a city.
know, it's considered a country.
It
like,
is,
a
but
state,
fuck
I don't
them.
know.
So back to what I was saying.
Fuck the pound.
Like, honestly, fuck them.
I feel like some decisions are taken quickly.
Answer it.
So
Wait,
let's
wait,
say,
let me build my argument. Let me build my
they're
argument.
too poor to raise the child.
Isn't there
You
adoption?
You don't abort it. In that case, you just I was gonna say give it away, but it's the nicest word.
Let's say,
1,000 likes on this post and we'll give away.
let's say you know that you wouldn't be able to give it away because it's a part of you, and that part of you is going to be a constant reminder for the rest of your life,
Reminder of what? That you're poor.
or that you went through like a very fucking tough time, or like, let's say a woman got raped.
Okay.
I fully agree.
So,
abortion is
I think.
But can't you, like-
Not I think. I'm pretty sure if we can pull up the statistics.
Can't you put it up for adoption if she got raped as well?
No, but
I think it depends on
rape is different. I don't think. Check out the percentage of abortions which are rape. I think it's very low. I'm pretty sure it's very low. That the number of abortions are done from rape are low. It's life. It's sort of.
What if you're married to a girl and you get another girl pregnant?
That is no reason to abort
Would you fuck
the
up
child.
your marriage?
I mean,
I
yes.
mean,
I think if
the
it were
truth.
me,
The truth always comes out. If it's the smallest thing, you'll slip up. You cannot hide a child from another woman.
I don't think that's a fair enough argument to make that if you're in a marriage and you're unfaithful and you get someone else pregnant that you just aborted, because it's I can't find the word, but I don't think that should be a case of abortion. Because
Obviously.
exactly.
But men would, like most
Yeah.
men,
you see
would
what
be like-
when they find out, it's the emotions are speaking and the gen. Oh my god, I need to think of the
Literally.
next 10 years of my life. You need to
That's why I
let the
said
situation
should be
calm
regulated.
down. That's what
I'm saying this because most men would be like, fuck abortion, like it's so bad, don't do it, raise the baby. But then in that situation, that's the first thing that they would think of.
You're right.
They're like, oh, mush go get abortion,
You're right.
go abort it, as if I'm gonna have like, you ruin my fucking marriage. You know, it's like...
But that's
it's-
why I said men shouldn't have that option as well.
Exactly. It's all a woman's decision. Fuck any government or any minister that tries to get involved in a woman's body and a woman's rights. Honestly, a woman should be able to do whatever the fuck she wants with her body. Like, even if it means killing an unborn baby. Because at that point, it's literally not born. Like, okay, don't eat eggs. Stop eating eggs. Literally.
Less than 1% of abortions were due to rape. So from every
I mean, I think the statistics would be a bit fucked up because let's say, like, most probably if I'm going to go get an abortion, I'm not going to say that I got raped. Like, I would be too scared to say, like, I got raped because then it opens up so many other questions. Like, where were you when you got raped? Who was the person that raped you? Like, you know, and it's like some people just wouldn't be willing to go through all that trauma again. And they're like, it's unwanted or it was unplanned.
And there's a lot of cases of rape.
I
also
think-
unreported as well.
This is what I think.
I think they're pressed because even when you're getting the consultation, I think you get consulted before
I think so.
you have a good conversation.
I think so, yes.
because
They try to see if they can, like, save it.
they want you to think with your mind, not with the emotions you're feeling at the time. I think I'm
I mean,
pretty
to be
sure.
fair, if I, God forbid, had to, like, if I was a woman and I got raped, I would, like, abort the baby instantly. Like, I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
And do you think abortion is the solution for it? What?
I mean, my mom would have aborted me. Like, she would have aborted me full on. My mom was like 16, 17 when she had me. And she did tell me, like, she thought about it at some point. Like, she wasn't ready for a baby at that time, you know. She's still going to school. Like, wasn't that happy with my dad because my mom and dad split up when I was 11 months. Like, full on. I was super young, you know. I don't even remember my mom and dad being together. So she was going to abort me. And I'm like, okay, thank God she didn't. But if she did, I wouldn't be here to be saying, oh my God, please don't abort me. Like, Henry would have never been here. Like, you know, life still goes on. Like, I don't know. I don't see it as such a big thing. Like, I'm sorry, when you jerk off and you, like, come on a towel, isn't that most probably, like, couldn't that be the next, like, Elon Musk that saves the world?
But no, but then it is the conditions that make the person as well.
If you knew, like, baby Hitler, would you like kill baby Hitler?
No,
That's a
no, I wouldn't.
Like, if you knew that he would grow up to be Hitler, would you kill him or not? Would you what's the word? Like abort. Would you abort?
My principles tell me that you have to love your neighbor, and
you would keep him knowing he would grow up to be baby Hitler. I would put a bullet through his head instantly. Like, I don't care if no, but it's true. Like, imagine you know that you 100% know that this person is gonna grow up and kill thousands of people, like thousands of people, millions, like millions of people. I would throw him like to the sharks, literally.
I don't know.
No, I would, and it's not like that I'm heartless because I can't even hurt like a fucking animal, you know, let alone a human being.
Instead of aborting, would you
try
change the part of his life?
Honestly, you can try to change a person. I've tried so many times to change a person.
No, I'm not trying to change. I'm not trying to change. But when he was young, at least something molded him in a way where his thought process led to this being okay.
I feel like I'm not qualified enough to talk about.
Neither am I, but
I don't know, but like, if I know for a fact again that baby is gonna grow up to be the next baby, like Hitler, dead.
I guess we'll never know.
Literally. So
I think we need a bit of good vibes. Can you put on that good music for a bit?
Okay.
Quick
break. Quick break.
Yes.
Should we do a quick break? Do you want
quick break?
Quick break?
Yes. Can we go Can I go smoke a couple of puffs really
You
quick?
can.
No problem.
Yes,
For
we will
20.
allow that. So we'll be back in
A short sponsor break.
A small.
But a short.
Can I plug our new restaurant?
You can plug.
So, guys, on Walt, we have a new restaurant from Cartable Bite called Hanem Lauk. It's
Is that yours?
yes, you know about it.
Off.
Guys,
The one that has like the Maltese.
Yeah,
I was gonna order from there yesterday.
Why didn't
I
you fucking order?
You don't like. You need a bigger variety.
Yeah, I know. We have
You need a bigger
small
variety.
selection.
Yeah, I'm gonna add something to your menu.
Feel free.
I swear, I'm
We
gonna add
can-
something
we
to your
can
menu.
add-
You can
like
add the pizza I
Henry's-
told you about today,
We
Nick.
can have like Henry's Pizza or Henry's Baguette.
Il
Feel
bite
free.
to Henry.
Done.
Off. How
Done.
iconic. Like deviled eggs, yo, xi ħaġa hekk.
Give me the ingredients you want. We'll pass it on through our chef.
Yeah, namlu
My
għadi.
girlfriend.
We'll do it.
Done.
Sorry.
Well, we want
So,
10%.
Guys, go check it out on Walt. Like, the
Hanem
menu
Lauk.
is insane, though. Like, the names work insanity.
This episode is proof that single-handedly is getting 10% from each sale of
Hanem Lauk.
Bita Henry.
Bite Henry. Yeah.
Dead. 10%.
Alright, quick break. In the meantime, you can order off Walt. Use a discount code HanemLook7 and you get, I don't know what you get, I forgot, but you get something discount on your order. You can use that as well.
Hanem 7.
And time.
We're basically talking about men and gay sex and straight sex and everything.
And G-spot.
And G-spot. Like, this is my theory, right? Like, and there's a lot of people that agree with it when I explain it to them.
Because I don't know.
I truly believe that humans were created for a woman to be in a love relationship with a woman. a man to be in a love relationship with a man, but when it's time to like make a baby,
Offspring,
you know, and stuff like that, they come together and they make babies. That's what I like believe.
So can you explain it again? So men
Would be like dating men. Women
Okay.
would be dating women, and then when it's time to make a baby, you like, you know, there's
to procreate only.
as that to procreate. I truly believe that's the reason. Like, it's weird. It's a theory, but it makes a lot of sense in my opinion.
I don't have enough time to formulate an argument on this.
Literally, because we can go out like all night about this, because it's like a man knows. It takes a man to know what a man wants. Like, a woman will never, ever, ever know 100% how a man wants to feel during sex. Just how a man will never, ever, ever know how a woman wants to feel during sex.
I'll challenge you on that.
Okay.
Good communication in a relationship, I think, is the key to getting at least very close to that.
Very close to perfect sex. But still,
And still, from girl to girl, or guy to guy, I think there's a difference.
no. I can confirm that all men are built the same way, almost.
Nick, analysis.
So, guys, as you can see, we were talking about some different interesting things during the smoke break. But, yeah, you mentioned something
Yes.
before, Henry. You mentioned something before
Yeah.
that actually John told us we forgot to talk about or continue talking about.
Raya.
Raya.
Let's check
And
it.
your match, you said this. Well, it was someone who was
Famous actor
famous
recently
actor
came out. Netflix.
and you matched with him. Netflix?
Netflix.
Give us a hint, or are you giving it now?
I'm giving it now.
Okay. You're giving a hint. Netflix came out, and we said Mr. Beast. And we went off on
What
that.
show? What show was it?
Popular show. on
Very
Netflix.
popular. Where's my phone?
Give us a hint. Is this your phone?
Very popular show. No.
Stranger Things. Yeah, I know the guy. I've seen the stories,
Noah.
but I have
Noah.
Noah.
Freaking
Noah.
matched
You-
with Noah, bro.
You matched with Noah
I
from Stranger
matched
Things.
with Noah Schnapp. Wait, let's see.
Who's your celebrity crush, Nick? Because this is what I asked you. It was before as well.
Oh, I thought
Right now, I have a Instagram crush. It's Korenakov.
Really?
Yes, Korenakov.
Super hot.
Korena.
What do you think about the girl of your dreams posting
I don't-
OnlyFans?
I don't like when Korena posts.
On OnlyFans.
No?
I don't like it.
Really?
I added her to my close friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? In hope, seriously.
She's been on my
Sometimes
close
I
friends for
do
2
that.
years.
Sometimes I do that with very famous people, like, and then I spam like their posts and
so they
hope
see the green.
to God that they like go on.
It's a life hack.
It only happened once.
He hasn't texted yet.
I
hasn't
added
texted.
Gordon Graham and he liked my post. And Gordon Ramsay.
Ah.
And he saw my story.
Gordon Ramsay follows one of my friends.
Really?
I was like, so basically he has this picture up. Oh, I can't show his pictures actually because Raya can block me for showing like profiles.
You just did it now.
No,
Oh,
I didn't.
No, now he didn't show the picture of him.
I did it
Before.
earlier.
Yeah.
so now
But yeah,
We'll cover the screen.
he has a photo wearing a dungaree and he's super cute in it, not gonna lie.
What did you message him?
I was like, someone looks cute as hell wearing dungarees. Haha, what's up?
And did you get a response or
No, not yet.
Not yet.
But I think it's gonna take like a day or two for him to reply, not gonna
Time
because of the
zone,
fucking games that we were talking about earlier.
So earlier, guys, we were talking about
Love games.
love games, and how people
And
leave
how
one
people-
scene for
literally.
a few minutes or an hour or days.
Such a fucked up generation. And then people are like, oh my God, such a fucked up generation. And they are the fucked up generation. You know?
That's true.
Like you checking the Snapchat streaks.
No, that's actually me being cautious and FBIing. It is a bit toxic, but hey, if it means being toxic to protect myself from getting hurt later down the line, then I'll be fucking toxic. You know?
Guys, if you made it so far into the video, comment toxic
And take
down
a
below.
shot.
Yes. Take a shot and or else comment the skull emoji.
You guys wanted to take a shot. You
Oh my God, let's
Yeah.
take a
We're
shot.
taking a shot.
John,
Can you get us some espresso cups and Satan water, please?
not for me.
not for you.
No.
So speaking
I'm on a cleanse right now. No
Uh-huh.
caffeine, no alcohol.
speaking of
It's
Satan,
working.
Of what? Of working?
of Satan water.
Oh, Satan water. I thought you said like speaking of working. I'm like,
No. You came up pretty dripped out. Can you guide us through your outfit today, please?
okay,
Outfit check.
What are you wearing?
Balenciaga sweatshirt.
Mhm.
I think these were thrifted. Not gonna lie,
I love thrifting.
like thrifted flared pants, platformed Crocs, and socks that Doris, the old lady that lives in front of me, knits for me. She knits these
Cool.
for me. Let me show you. Wait, they're so freaking comfy. They're like shoes, indoor
Yeah,
shoes.
that's-
Fuck. Show the
that's-
middle camera right there.
Wait,
Middle camera, Jonathan.
That's fine.
It's good. It's good. Middle, John. Okay.
there you go. So Doris knits these by hand for me.
That's crazy.
And they like, I had a problem before where my feet used to always be cold, like always had cold feet. Now they're always warm. Pinky, what is? Oh, okay, I know what this is.
It's water.
Yes, it is. It's water.
Before we get into this,
Hold on. Uh-huh.
shall we get into this before?
No, yeah, that's
Okay. Recently, big designer brands like Balenciaga
yeah,
have been under fire for their
yes.
promotion.
Mhm.
Do you think that keeping on wearing such brands, like, are you promoting them? Are you supporting the idea? What do you think about that right now?
I mean, I didn't support them for like a while after the controversy had dropped. But celebrities are back onto wearing them again because they did prove that they're like working towards, fixing things. And obviously they fucked up. Everyone fucks up. It was a bit of a big fuck up, not gonna lie. But it doesn't mean that like people are so quick to cancel. Like cancel culture nowadays is so like
But to the extent that this was,
no,
maybe,
it was. But then again, people like know that's like I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this, John. I'm sorry for this. Okay. Please, Hobini. People still know that like in church.
Some context. We're talking about
Yeah,
now.
like priests rape children so often. So often did we cancel church. Our generation did kind of cancel church, not gonna lie. But people still go to church every fucking Sunday. They still go and pray. They still donate to churches. Churches are still an ongoing thing. So something that has literally proven time after time after time to hate gays, try to stop same-sex marriage, try to literally how do you say it? It's like a cult. It's literally a cult. The church is a cult, whether we like to admit it or not.
so like mass control.
Literally. And yet they're still supported. But then if a fashion brand makes a mistake, which is a big mistake, but once, and they're literally owning up to it.
What was the mistake?
So basically they did a campaign, an advertising campaign, where children were holding teddy bears, like bondage teddy bears, like with leather and stuff like that. And then there was a photo with like a table, and the table had like court documents from a pedophilia case. And this was a marketing campaign. Now, it's fucked up because obviously like that shouldn't go up. Like it should, the amount of people that see that photo before it's posted, someone should have like seen it and been like, yo, what the fuck is this? But then again, fuck ups happen, It's not like someone was raped on set. If that was the case, that's no,
Mhm.
But it's not even like a court case that they had. It's a court case of like someone else, that had like pedophilia. So I get that it's wrong because you're promoting technically that court case. But you see what I'm trying to say?
What was the reason behind it? Was it like something artistic that they tried to pull off?
No, one of the people that works with Balenciaga, she's like very like dark and like super almost satanic in a way. And they fired her, obviously. Now she's no longer working with the company. But people like don't believe that like I can put up a front. Like let's say I want to destroy Balenciaga. I can show up and be like, oh my God, I love your brand. Oh my God. Like, and then sabotage it internally. It could be that case as well. We will never know, because they did say at first that they were going to sue. Like, then they didn't sue. It was like a whole thing. But now it's like back to normal. Not back to normal, but it's picking up again. And obviously, if I bought it now, I already spent the money on it. Like, so
Might as well rock it
might
now.
as well just like use it. You know, people were burning Balenciaga stuff. It's so stupid because you already gave them the money.
Exactly. You're still supporting them in one way or another.
The support was already there. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers, huh? It's bad luck to
Really?
you have to cheers and not drink after. So I'm gonna
We're drinking. We're drinking.
cheers.
Eye contact.
Eye contact.
It's just water, Nick.
Henry,
Mm.
celebrity in LA, like you, going to parties, going to red carpets, fashion walks. Who's your biggest celebrity on your contact list
Or DM'd.
or DMs?
Well, today it's no snap. But technically, there's no conversation yet. You know, it's
Yet.
just like yet. I sent a message so far.
Maybe
You dropped the first domino.
I did. Now we're waiting for the domino effect
So
to
who
happen.
was it
Pick up.
apart from him? Who was
Jeffree Star.
Jeffree Star?
Okay.
Did you do the collaboration?
Under the sheets.
No, I mean, I think like at that point, you know, he was like he had gotten out of a relationship, like, and then he spent like a year not talking to anyone, like, and stuff like that. So he was back in his like, whole era in a way. So yeah, we were like sending photos to each other, yada, yada, yada at a point. And yeah, but now he has a boyfriend. He's in a full-on relationship, so he's not talking to me anymore.
What
Sad when that happens.
What was the content being transaction?
I mean,
like?
kind of like some pics here or there, you know.
Are we talking about lipstick pellets or?
I mean, some sort of palettes, like peach palettes, eggs and bacon, eggs and sausages,
Cocktail sausages or
cocktail
frankfurters?
sausages,
Cocktail.
cocktails.
What about
I
asking
picked
him
that late.
the question? You know what question you want to ask him? What type of
I think we already determined this.
No, we
So
didn't ask
technically,
him.
you're not.
What?
There's a term called. Nick just brought this. We've done our research, and
Okay.
there's something called a gold star gay. You know what that is?
No.
So basically,
That's a golden Stargate.
gold star gay is
If you never
never been with a woman.
went all the way with a woman.
Oh no. Oh no.
All
I'm
the
not an
way.
all-star gay
You're not.
then.
All right.
Why should everyone be an all-star something?
No, gold star.
Gold star something.
I said gold star.
I think I said
All-star.
because of RuPaul's Drag Race. It's like RuPaul's Drag Race all-stars. Why should why should anyone be like live your life like Hannah Montana, like best of both worlds? Like we only get one life. Just remember that. So at least try and experience as much. Like there's gonna be things that you don't like, and then you move on from those things. But at least you wouldn't live with the doubt of, but like, do I actually like not like that? Or like, you know?
Or is it because someone told me I don't
Or is it
like
because
it?
society says that you shouldn't like it?
What I wanted to ask before we get into it any further, I want to go back. So when you came out,
Reverse.
exactly. When you came out,
Yeah.
how was that? And to people who are struggling coming out now at a younger age, you obviously have a big platform. You can
Yeah, I think
help and guide many people.
coming out now versus coming out 10 years ago, like this is like 10 years
Exactly.
difference.
How you're
Oh
20?
my God, I'm 23. Holy shit. I feel so old saying that like 10 years ago, literally. But, sorry. gag reflex there where I said like 10 years. I'm like, holy shit, time's going fast. Coming out back then was way more difficult than coming out today. Mind you, we were just being introduced to like Skype, Facebook back then when I was like 13, 14.
MSN.
I remember MSN, we had like MSN. And like,
MySpace.
literally. So now with TikTok and like Netflix, almost in every show I've been seeing recently, there's a gay couple. Every one of them.
I know.
Either two men, two women, like more, it's more two men most of the time rather than women, but like Euphoria, you know,
Was
Last of Us,
transsexual,
literally, Last of Us, no, I think lesbian.
Jules, no?
Oh, yes, I've never watched Euphoria, so sorry.
Okay, no, I watched it.
I haven't watched it. Last of Us had a whole episode on a gay couple. A whole episode. Elite as well, like gay couples. So it's being brought into like society much more as a normal thing. And I really like it because I see like teenagers growing up now, they're like so not scared to like boys holding hands with each other and boys like experimenting. Like that's how it should be. But then there's like places like the US actually where it's going backwards right now, which is super scary. Yeah, it's like super fucking scary. Like Florida and stuff is in places like this. They're like banning drag queen shows. Like drag queens can't like be in the presence of like children, or they can't like read books to children. Like it's super bad. So it's scary, certain parts of the world.
You know what's very different, because the LGBTQIQ plus, what is it exactly?
LGBTQIA plus.
S something, or
I have no idea.
whatever.
I'm so bad at this.
There is a certain there's a presence of them online or everywhere, basically.
Literally.
The issue with, for example, with my minority, which is disability, is that it's not there yet. So people don't really understand as much disability.
Yes, I agree. I have like an auntie, and she has Down syndrome actually. So
Okay.
she has a different type of disability, obviously, but still a disability. And whenever
It's not as pushed as much as not pushed. There's not enough awareness on it.
literally, I fully agree with you. Yes, and there should be more awareness on it. I don't know. It's a matter of like one person needs to take a stand. Realistically, like gays, like anyone in the community, we got our rights technically from like the Stonewall riots. You know, like people had enough of being mistreated and they rioted, and so many people died. But nowadays we have rights. You know, so it's like it takes one person to start an initiative. In my
Definitely.
opinion, like Bjorn, like we had no idea about ALS before. Remember, in a matter of months, like everyone was doing the ALS challenge, and like the ALS was a world-renowned thing.
That's true.
I want to go back to continue adding to what Thomas said, actually, because he asked a very good question about how, or if you give any advice to younger people coming out, whatever. You mentioned that someone outed you.
Yeah.
Did that get any bullying?
No,
Outed
so
you?
they outed me with my parents, but I told my friends,
Oh, so you
like,
were the one
yes,
to-
so I had a bit of a 50-50 experience, technically. I did have the experience of telling someone at least, listen, I'm gay. But it wasn't a family member. So
And how did they treat you? How was
the
their
friends.
reaction?
So I remember I was in school. This one friend was like, listen, I know you're gay. Just tell me. And I'm like, no, I'm not. You know, I'm like, no. And he's like, just fucking tell me. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not. What do you mean? And he's like, I'm not going to talk to you until you tell me. Because I know for a fact that you're into men. He told me like, and I'm like, oh, like I started crying and I'm like, yes, like I'm gay. Like, you know, and he's like, was it that difficult to say? Like, what changes now? You know? And then everyone obviously like started like finding out, but they respected me even more after, because I wasn't hiding anything, and like I trusted them enough with my secret, technically.
These were your friends. What about other peers in school? Who you wouldn't consider friends, but
I mean, everyone has their own opinions, I believe. Like, you know, you still get those comments like, oh, Rodol Pufta. Like, look at this faggot. and stuff like that. But like you're gonna get comments regardless, like whether you dye your hair, whether you gain a bit of weight, whether you like change something or like change your style. People are gonna say anything. So like fuck that. Like, I just wanna live my life like without, like just being me.
No limits.
Literally.
I heard somewhere, I'm not gonna say where, about you
Yeah,
punching someone in school.
I heard a different version to the
I don't know how
story.
it was.
I heard you jumped
Yes.
on a bully's
Yes,
back.
I fully did.
How does the story go?
I'm not a violent person at all. I try to avoid physical violence, but like imagine being bullied for like 6 years straight, right? You get a new pair of like prescription glasses, like my very first pair of prescription glasses, and the class bully comes out of nowhere and slaps you across the face, and like these prescription glasses go flying. Obviously, I got super triggered that day. Went behind this guy, jumped on his back, broke both of his hands because he fell backwards and his hands fell, like were at the back, and he broke both of them. He was shouting. That was so scary. The headmaster didn't even call my parents because he knew that something was up. Like I was like such a nerd. Like I used to go eat my lunch at the headmaster's office because people used to bully me so much because my sandwich was ham, cheese, boiled eggs. So whenever I used to open my lunchbox in class, everyone used to be like, ew, that's disgusting. The smell of eggs, like, ew. So the teacher used to send me to the headmaster's office to eat my lunch. She used to be like, listen, get out. Like,
not even the teacher was like,
literally. And then the headmaster got dressed so he used to be like, it smells so good. I almost want to take it for myself. You better eat it quick before, because I'm gonna. Most probably he used to be like, you better eat it quick so you get the fuck out of my office, But like he was so nice. But yeah, it was very much giving like bullying in the school. What was the point?
High school.
Preschool. Preschool.
Preschool. Isn't preschool when they're like 6, 7?
Yeah. Back then I was, and then year 6 though, this happened of the me jumping on his back.
sticking up for yourself.
Sticking up for myself. Yes, that was the first time I actually stuck up for myself. And then I felt like shit after because I was like, oh my God, I hurt him. I literally felt like shit.
Did he bully you after that?
No.
He didn't.
No.
It takes one stand to.
No, he did not.
So, guys, you heard it from Henry. If you have a bully, just break both of his hands. And he won't
I
do it.
mean, you can.
What was I gonna say?
Te amo.
Read my mind, Nick.
You're thinking about the pizza that we ate earlier. No, I don't know.
Pretty good pizza.
It's very good pizza.
Oh, wait. Now you said that I want to take another bite real quick.
Okay.
Of the crust.
The crust is the best part. Ooh, ASMR.
Oh my God, he's eating a raw, actually, Like 100 people clicked away from this video just now. But we got 100 more.
Definitely. We have a new niche.
Thomas is about to sleep because he sleeps to this type of...
No, I like it. It gives me, it puts me in a zone where
Really?
I close my eyes, so. But not eating. It's, it's more like.
Plastic?
No, it's like. Yes, exactly. Or, good morning. I hope you have a lovely day
That's really
today.
I have a really deep masculine voice.
No, it has to be a woman.
Well, let's hear it anyway.
Fuck you.
No, it was still up there.
Good morning. We're here at the podcast, single-handedly joined with
Thomas.
Thomas and Nick. Nice to meet you.
I hate that.
It sounds so weird as well. Like it sounds creepy.
Like I hate people whispering into microphones.
I
and all
know.
that.
So, Henry,
Yeah.
you have or had a makeup brand.
Yes.
What lacuna were you filling at the time of? So
What?
So
Lacuna.
Lacuna.
What's a lacuna?
Lacuna is like an empty space.
Oh,
Oh my god.
okay.
Gap.
Lacuna.
Filling the gap.
You are filling the lacuna of both locally and
Yes.
also internationally. And how did that? Was that a motivator of the business side of what you want to do, or was it just something for fun you wanted to try out? Just curious.
Oh no, at the point I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, like
Okay.
this company. But then obviously COVID came along and destroyed so many businesses, including mine. Because the majority of my products were lip orientated with the mandate of the face masks. No one was wearing any lipstick
That's crazy.
or something like that because, you know, there was no need for it. So people that had like mascara and eyeliners and eyebrow products, they were selling like pastizzi, like hotcakes, because this area of the face was the only area where people could apply some makeup, like mascara, but like lips and stuff like that, like we got like run over, you know? So I'm not saying it's not coming back because it will soon, like hopefully be in the works again to come back next year.
Okay.
But I want to come back like super strong, and it's going to cost a lot of money and packaging and design. So yeah,
And do you have some
ideas.
agents in mind? Yes. We
Agents?
can definitely help you
Tolly,
out.
I'm working with Tolly for.
Totally, yes.
I'm
for
working with
packaging.
Tolly for sure for packaging.
But who's designing your packages?
Hmm.
Talking to a packaging expert right here. We package food, we package games, we package it all.
Okay.
We package condoms as well. We did the condoms.
I think I might have a condom on me. Actually, I always carry one.
I think I have one here.
I have my own branded condoms.
Stop, do you?
Um,
You know, I can make like any form of like
Yes.
condom. I can make.
I
Like,
need to speak about this box very soon.
you what? You
I can make custom condoms. I can make condoms that like fit you personally.
What does it require?
I mean, to get a mold of your dick.
I'm not a fan of that.
But yes, people actually do that. Some people do that. It's so weird. They like the businesses that there is.
I mean, who wouldn't want a mold of my dick?
Robert
Think
Jolly.
right now.
Speaking of packaging, this is the latest addition to the display rack. I didn't tell you the story,
You
Nick.
didn't tell me the story.
Can I keep this?
Yes, of course.
It's cute.
Don't try it out because I just stapled it to a paper earlier. No, I'm joking.
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna get anyone pregnant.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
So, my
quick one.
my family member, i.e., my father, ordered a package of a website. I think I've told you the story.
Is the story?
So, this is why you shouldn't trust shady websites on the internet.
Let's say mystery box.
My dad ordered a 32-piece
Tool set.
tool set. Exactly. It had tools, it had saws, it had drillers, it had.
Oh my god!
It was €64. Amazing price for 32 pieces of equipment. Amazing. And this box came. This box. He told me the when I went for I was expecting like 10, 20 boxes, huge boxes, and for the guy to come with a truck. But no, just this box. He told me it's just a parcel. I could have left it in the letterbox. I said yes. I mean, from what he ordered and told me, lots of tools were to come. I pick it up.
They're miniature.
They came. And all he got were some drill bits, 2 screwdrivers, a keychain, and a vacuum plug, or what do you call those?
I know
The
which
sucky
one.
things that stick
To the wall.
€64.
Value.
Bro, like same thing happened to me recently. I ordered. Have you ever seen those TikToks where someone's standing on like a machine that turns like fashion
Yes,
TikToks?
Yes.
So I went on Amazon and I'm like electronic turntable, like, and I found them.
You got a food one, but
I looked this. It came through the mail. It's this big. It's a display to put like Coca-Cola bottles on it, and they
for
spin.
food.
And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like,
How
I
much
did
was
not-
it?
€60.
Holy shit.
The big ones are like 300.
Oh,
That's good info for him to know.
thank you.
earlier.
I'm pretty sure they're upwards of 150 at least, 200.
I was like, wait,
But with the camera, they would go up to 3, I think.
Estia?
I'm pretty sure.
I have some random questions coming to my mind, so just because of
Yeah,
my
let's
ADHD.
go.
Clubhouse Europe.
Oh my god.
Wait for it.
Oh my god.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
What happened? Did they buy an Instagram account? And who did you hate the most from there?
So
We'll
tell us.
believe the name.
Yes.
So, what happened?
Explain the concept. Let's explain the concept for people that might.
Okay, Clubhouse Europe. So, concept is creator house. So you have different influencers living under the same roof, all helping each other out with content ideas and filming content and editing. Basically, it's a creative space, you know?
Was this before you popped off?
Yes.
Way before.
Yes, yes, yes.
Was it like one of the dominoes that had to fall for you to
I
go
mean,
up as well?
probably it was, not gonna lie, because I was surrounded with people that could always help out with my content here or there, you know?
Okay.
And there were many times where I used like 3 or 4 people to help me out in a TikTok where they like give me something from the side or their hands are like, you know, doing something. But it ended really because some people were like, had other plans in life, either to go to school or do work. When I was talking to this guy in LA and he has like a daughter, you know, it was giving very much like they're super fucking like responsible people.
Parents,
Not gonna lie. And to a certain extent, I had stopped talking to him because I had just gotten out of a relationship. And it was like, I don't want him to be a rebound, you know, he doesn't deserve that.
It's nice of you.
I was like, he deserved,
Toxic.
literally, I was like, he doesn't deserve me playing with his feelings. And like, cause I knew that he was already getting like attached to me because like, you know, I'm very much the type of person where like I cook, I clean, work, like, you know. But now, like I'm almost like, fuck, like I should have like actually stuck around with him because like he's someone that I would actually like want to be with, not gonna lie.
Do you see yourself having your own kids, whether it's adoption, whether it's
One day, yes, because I do want to raise someone the correct way, like how my mother could never raise me the correct way. Not gonna lie, she gave me a lot of problems, mental problems. Not intentional, obviously, you know, parents never know. But the way you raise a child impacts the rest of their life, you know?
That's what my point was with the Hitler thing you mentioned before.
But if you know he's gonna be Hitler,
But why is he going to be?
let's not get into
if you know that he's gonna be hit, like you see the future, like whatever you do, this child is gonna be Hitler.
That's impossible.
Only if you believe it is.
It's very true as well.
But yeah, like for example, the majority of like my trust issues and my my attachment issues come from my mother. Like when I was young, she used to go out to work, and like I never used to know what time she's coming back home. You know, it's like she was never like, "Oh, I'm going to work. I'll be back at 7." No, I used to wake up and my mom's not there. Like, you know, it was very much giving like, what the fuck is going on? And like I used to wait, literally wait until I hear my mom walking in. I used to be so happy when she walks in, you know, so that gives you trauma along the way. Like every time someone leaves, I'm like, fuck, are they gonna come back? Like, or are they never gonna come back? You know? Also trust issues because like there was a long period of time when I was like 14, 15 for a year. I was taking drugs, like hardcore drugs. And instead of my mom helping me out with it, like she took me straight to the police station, like full on got me arrested.
What drugs were you taking?
Synthetic weed.
Synthetic weed. That was quite a big trend.
Remember like that trend, that wave. So I was a part of that wave, literally.
What does it do to you?
It fucks you up. It's like literally it's so bad. Like I would never want anyone to do it.
Who introduced you to these drugs?
A boy that I was into.
Who was your age?
Yes, we were raised together, born and raised together, like going to the same school, going to the same museum, whatever you call it in English. Catechism. Going to the same catechism together, like everything.
You still friends after?
No, we don't talk now. But yes, and that also gave me trust issues because me and my mom, we never had a mom-son relationship. It was more like besties, like sister, brother and sister relationship. And when she took me straight to the police station, that gave me trust issues for the rest of my life. I was like, my own mother, like turned on me technically, like ratted me out, and then obviously like I met boys which continued to fuck up my trust. Like I had a guy literally like shower me with Versace and Louis Vuitton at first, and then he came to my apartment one day, took everything. He told me he's going to go grab food, left and never came back, and left me in the bathtub waiting for him to come back with food. And I'm texting him like, yo, listen, like, where are you? Like, I'm hungry. Like, are you coming back with the food? And he's not replying. Like that, people don't like see that stuff like this actually gives people like lifelong trauma. It's like, most probably that's why as well, like, was getting hella triggered.
Well, we didn't say his name.
It's fine. We'll bleep it out though,
We'll bleep
please.
it. We'll bleep
Because
it.
he's not out, that's why.
Oh,
If he was out, I would be like, leave it in. But since he's not out, I don't want to be the person that outs him. But what was I gonna say?
Trauma.
Most probably that's why I used to be like so scared when he takes a long time to reply and stuff like that, because it gives you PTSD from previous stuff, and you're like, oh my god, is he gonna leave like the rest?
Mhm.
It's like, it's weird.
And are you someone who opens up relatively easy, or
I am like, I'm very open about my anxiety and like everything about that.
no? But if that would be with a guy, so if you meet someone, are you immediately like, is it very open? Is it straight? Listen, straight to, I see you. This is what I think. This is how it's gonna be.
these are my weaknesses. This is
Exactly. You present all the cards on the table very early.
Yes, and which is a mistake technically, because if you're telling someone like, oh, it's a mistake, I'm not, because it's a mistake because of our society and how fucked up it is, really. Because you tell people your weaknesses and they use it against you as a weapon. Like I'm telling him, for example, like, listen, I'm a very anxious person, like, please, like, bear with me. And they do shit that triggers your anxiety.
I never show my weaknesses.
You keep the cards to yourself.
Cards to myself, always.
It's a smart thing, but then again, I feel like I'm not being truthful.
That, and then you start lacking empathy in general when you don't share your feelings and we keep everything to yourself. You start developing this, like, you think you're developing this thick skin, but it works both ways, where like you don't feel empathetic towards people, and
like this guy, because like he never showed feelings. Like I don't even know what his weaknesses are.
Is there like a point where the bubble pops and I can't take it anymore? I can't hold to myself anymore.
Yes,
I just need to
probably yes.
open up.
I think.
And this time when I was dating, this time it was super different than my previous times already. So like the bubble is slowly popping, but it takes time. It takes time. Right?
Many layers.
I was never this upfront with someone. Like the first time I got into a relationship, I would like check the snap score or check the following sometimes, but I never approached the person. I used to keep it to myself. Now this time I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Because then you start getting tired of like certain stuff as well, So that's where, sorry, that's the bad energy leaving my body right now.
I think when you're in a relationship, it's a two-way street, right? So certain things, I mean, you have to accept the other person for what they are, and they have to accept you for what you are.
But
so
relationships, there needs to be change from both ends.
Yeah, exactly. But so certain things, like I see it with my past relationships, so with my current relationships, like if I see difference, I with my relationship now, I accepted my partner for the flaws that she has. And if, for example, she does something, which I'm going to bring a stupid example. Imagine, so like people leave the toilet seat down or up. So, like men always leave the toilet seat down and they piss on. So imagine, like in my case, if I knew that she always did that and it pisses me off, I just don't mention it because I know she's going to keep doing it, but it's fine. I accept it. So it's not going to piss me off. So it's similar to what you were talking about, the snap streak. So there are certain things that you have to kind of like.
That's different.
I'm the type of person that I'm like, listen, this is pissing me off. Like, we need to work on changing this. Because I know that if
It depends.
I'm pissing you off in something, I will adapt. I'm the type of person to adapt.
I think
but
there is a middle point, but I don't think you can change. So my example was very.
you can't change so much from a person.
Exactly. So I think you just need to find a middle point. Like if you look at the person the first time and you see the red flags, which is what you saw on this guy, you have to be like, okay, so these red flags, I don't think they're changeable, but what about the things which are gray flags? Am I okay with the gray flags? Can I live with the gray flags?
Literally.
So that's what I do. Like when
literally
from my past relationships, that's what I've learned. So there's the red flags and there's the gray flags. Sometimes the red flags.
I never thought of a gray flag. Actually, that's a good thing.
So sometimes the red flags are like, so like I have a list, right? So if I look for something in a partner, she has to be this, she has to be that, and she has to care about these things, and she has to want a goal in her life. She has to have a passion. So these are all green flags.
Yeah.
Then there's the red flags, which are completely deal breakers for me. So it can be whether the person is a liar, not faithful, or whatever. So those are completely red flags. But then there's the gray flags, which can be things that I can adapt to myself, which I don't think I need to influence the other person to change. So gray flags can be
like this.
Takes long to reply. Leaves the plate on the table.
Exactly. Like takes long to reply. Maybe it's my pet peeve, but it's a gray flag. Because there's nothing wrong with it per se. It pisses me off, but maybe the person doesn't think much of it. So those are the gray flags.
Takes a week for a FaceTime call.
That's a red flag.
That's a fucking red flag, eh?
Yeah, but that's how I look at relationships, and I think like even in your case, I think what you just need to do is before you start your relationship with someone is just look at the red flags,
literally,
look at the green flags, look at the gray flags.
Be like, yo.
Be like, what do I deserve from this list that I want to tick the boxes of the green flags, the red flags, and the gray flags? What do I deserve as Henry? How many red flags do I deserve right now in my life with the way that I am at, with the point in my life that I am at?
I mean, technically, I shouldn't even have a red flag. The first red flag I see, I should be like, bye.
I have a different strategy to Nick. I like the strategy of the
It's
flags.
a good strategy, the flags.
But I like listing. So the perfect girl. So she has to have whatever. Blonde hair, curly hair, brown hair, green eyes, blue eyes.
Do you have a type like that? Like
No.
blue eyes?
I'll get to it.
Physical appearance based.
She has to be sporty. I have the S's as well. So the girl has to have 5
You have
S's.
the asses.
The S's.
Oh.
She has to have
I thought
5.
you said you have the asses.
She has to have 5 S's.
Asses.
She has to be spontaneous. I like the idea of calling someone, say, let's meet, let's go for a drive, and we'll do it in just 15 minutes.
Can you do that right now?
Why?
No, I mean, not exactly, no. I like when the girl is smart, sporty, nice smile, and sexy. So those are my 5 S's, but back to my list. So I've listed out in my head the perfect girl. So exactly to the detail of what the perfect girl should look like. Okay? Now,
Ready for it.
if I meet a girl, I'll see. So before actually speaking to a girl, I'll see. So if blonde hair is on the list, but is it really a deal breaker? That if she doesn't have blonde hair, is it something I'll close my eye for?
Fact, I would
No.
close my eye. No.
As in yes, as in I would close my eye. As in no, she doesn't have to have blonde hair. Was what I wanted to say.
Literally, because like that stuff is like irrelevant.
But
technically.
is she unfaithful or doesn't reply quickly or takes forever to reply? No, this isn't even gonna start. So and you build your list like that.
To me, taking long to reply is a red flag because let me tell you why.
Yes, I mean not long as in if you're
Science.
busy. Give me a reason.
Yes, if you're at work, bombastic side eye. If you're at work, I understand you're at work and you can't use your phone. If I know that you're at home or something like that, science like research shows that people see a text or see a message 3 minutes after it's delivered.
Serious.
3 minutes.
This is like scientifically proven. Studies.
Yes. And it's true. It's fucking true. Because how many times have you got a text and at least you did that, you saw it and you put it back down?
Many times, Nick.
But that's because we don't have delayed gratification, I'd say.
But that's today's generation.
Right?
And I'm with that generation. I mean, I do read a text and reply in my head.
So,
and put it down.
exactly. That's
So
the
true.
problem that we
Replying
have.
in my head.
The problem is that there's no, I'm busy, text later. You know?
And I think this thing with Wi-Fi, and now again we're going into this, but I think this thing with Wi-Fi and 3G being available at all times drives me crazy. Like I remember when Wi-Fi would only be at home, and I don't know, like in
Some
restaurant,
public
or
areas
some
with
public
Melita
areas,
Wi-Fi.
yeah.
We used to be like, Ilala, where's Melita
But
Wi-Fi?
we would text people, like we would just SMS people, and you wouldn't know
Literally.
if he saw it or no, or she saw the message or not. So which was completely different.
I turned that off on my WhatsApp. I don't want to see if someone saw my
Yeah,
message
yeah.
and didn't
I
reply.
turned it off as well.
It gives me peace of mind.
I don't know, like, there's so many things nowadays that could be like, his phone used to always be on Do Not Disturb, 24/7.
Oh my god! My
So
girlfriend does
notifications would never pop up. Yours is like that as well.
that. But she does that just because she doesn't like the sound of ting ting ting, so she puts it on mute all day.
Mute, man, not Do Not Disturb.
Same thing.
No, Do Not
No.
Disturb, your notifications don't pop up.
Ah,
It's like when
You
you put
hide
it
them.
on Do Not Disturb. His phone was like that constantly, 24/7. Like people like, there's so many.
How the fuck didn't you see this coming, Candy? How the
Why is
fuck
everyone?
didn't
I
you see
don't
this
know.
coming?
Like, from what I told you so far, rates like the red flags
so on a scale of
and
0,
rate my red flag because I told you how
Wait.
toxic I am as well. Like,
I mean,
like,
if
It's
I was
caution.
wait,
It's not
wait.
toxicity.
Yes,
It's
if-
caution.
if
I like
was-
it. I like it.
Let's be honest. If I was in your situation,
I'd do the same.
I'd do the same, but I would
100%.
only do the same if I was being that stupid, because you're being because instantly, like personally, I would have backed out earlier. But I'm not in that scenario, so maybe there were other situations that you thought it could work out.
oh, I was doing everything I
That's
can to make
why.
it work out. When you like someone, when you literally like someone, you try to believe.
Yeah. I understand.
The
that.
lies.
I understand. No, but in a scale of 0 to 10, like his red flags, like the more you talk about him, the more I'm like, oh my god.
Oh,
what the fuck?
everyone says the same thing.
8.59.
People are like, Mahen, stop talking about him because the more stuff you say, the worse it sounds.
It's true. It's so
Madonna,
true.
how the fuck? Like, I need to just wake the fuck up. Like, sometimes I just need someone to slap the fuck out of me. Madonna.
There's only one thing which I don't agree with you on, which is your red flag, but we'll leave that for off camera.
Which is no. Hey,
The one downstairs, Jabula.
I mean,
Wait.
listen.
Context.
Listen.
Come on.
Can we give context about that?
Listen, it was his. Wait, was it after? Yes, it was after Milan. So this guy came,
you paid his trip. He's staying with you.
paid for
all
everything,
expenses paid. Work trip,
everything.
Then you
Took
go
him to
out.
Milan
spa.
Took him to go to like decorate the entire room with flowers, Kudana, and this guy is constantly like, there's no action going on. There's no fucking action like going on, and I'm like, what's wrong? Like, is he not into men? You know? And then we're at Jampula, we're both like fucking drunk, work, you know, it was like, we took a lot of tequila that day, not gonna lie. He goes to the bathroom, a guy comes up to me and we started.
Wait, your boyfriend,
No, another guy.
another guy.
Yes,
That's the red flag.
While your boyfriend was there.
yes.
Red flag, Nick. Red
That
flag.
is a red flag, and I do like, that was a fuck up, but
But did he
the way,
realize?
no.
So he's listening it to it now for
Most
the
probably,
first
yeah,
time.
dil-bicċa, mbatt ma nibatilux dil-bicċa jena. Imma, let me be honest, the way I felt during those 5 seconds or however it was making out with that person, I felt more wanted and like,
Appreciated.
not appreciated as well, like, what's the word, like,
Was it the adrenaline which which is the bad thing? Oh my God, I'm doing something bad, which made you want to do
No,
it?
I was like, so
Just the
if this
attention.
person is giving me this for doing absolutely nothing, then something is definitely wrong with the other person. I'm doing all of that and he's giving me nothing. I felt like shit after doing it, mind you. Like I properly felt like shit. Like this guy wanted me to go to his hotel after I was like, dude, forget about it. Like I'm going home with my boyfriend.
He knew he had a boyfriend, so
Yes. So you can see how toxic the gay community is.
But you were being toxic.
Yes, I know. No, I know. I was being toxic. I admit to it. It was my first time ever.
Your first time ever.
It was my first time
Is,
cheating.
is it going to be your last?
Yes, I hope. Listen, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If someone ain't treating me right next time, I'm just gonna be like, listen, this is not working. Ciao and bye.
I'd end things if I were you.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I were me, I'd end.
You know,
things
but
before
this
I do.
happened after I see him receiving snaps from a girl, like nude in the mirror. And he had streaks with her. Like, so it wasn't her first time sending him snaps or his first time sending her snaps. So if your girlfriend was receiving photos, dick pics from a guy on Snapchat and you see that
She
has
is not my girlfriend anymore.
you know, would you go out with someone else that same night?
Let me
No.
ask this. I'm gonna be open with this. My girlfriend is going to listen to this and she's gonna be like, I can't believe you said that on the podcast, but I will. To get some feedback on it. So in the beginning, when me and my girlfriend started going out, she had this very strange behavior, which was weird, but it didn't seem like she was hiding anything. She would delete all her chats. So even if her mom is texting her, she would delete the chat.
Like on her.
She would.
Such a red flag.
You think so?
Such.
She's listening.
I'm
now.
sorry.
I told her to her face.
I'm sorry.
Fucking red flag.
Red flag.
People that delete chats, people that speak just on Snap.
Oh, nice timing. But this is the thing. And I told her, listen, girlfriend, this is a fucking red
Girlfriend.
flag. Like, why the fuck do you do this? Blah, blah. And this was a gray red flag for me in the beginning. And this was like way before we started dating. And I'm like, why like, are you in front of me? And you just like casually. And she doesn't do it in a rush. She's just like, her mom texts her or her friend texts her or her best friend texts her. And she just deletes the chat or she archives. She archives a lot of chats as well. And I don't understand it. I'm like, why do you? She's like, I don't know. It's like OCD. I don't like seeing messages on my WhatsApp. I don't like seeing
I
notifications.
don't like it. I don't like
I
it.
don't like it either. And
Because
listen,
if you're constantly doing that 24/7, then it's so easy to hide something.
it's true. And
It's like you're almost like what's the word? You're setting up like a trail just in case.
The way out, the back door.
Literally.
she doesn't do it anymore now. Like now,
That's good that she doesn't do it anymore.
doesn't do it anymore.
Because it's the same with this guy. Is to be like, it's such a fucking red flag that you talk to everyone on Snapchat where after 24 hours, anything gets deleted. Anything. And like after that situation now, you know how sometimes it brings up like your contacts.
Yeah.
It brought up like his name and he has a different fucking Snapchat account than the one we used to talk on. So this guy,
it's his burner snap.
he was most probably snapping other people from that separate snap.
This guy's fucking nuts, man.
Like,
Henry, you should have pulled out earlier.
Yeah,
I know,
think so.
right? Oh, I swear to God, like next time I'll start talking to someone, I'll be like, I'll come here
You have to consult.
and consult.
Think about Nick's method of the flags.
Literally, I'll consult. No, I'll just come to you and be like, Nick, like, let's go through the flags.
Yeah, like listen, before you suck someone's dick next time, be like, wait,
Literally,
where is this gonna lead me?
literally.
Down the line, what do I want from this dick sucking? Is it do I just want to
Do I want a heartbreak?
Yeah, exactly. or shall I take out my sheet with red flags, gray flags, and green flags, and like before I'm on my knees, like asking these questions, like
Literally.
Is he approaching the perfect guy? Is he taking the 5 S's?
No, he was not.
do you think there's a difference between when men cheat and when women cheat?
No, it's cheating, period.
Cheating period. All right.
Okay, another question. Cheating, emotional and physical. Which one is worse?
Emotional. Definitely emotional. Like that night, what I did that night, there was no emotions involved.
That
It was
was
just
physical.
like
So
I was so lacking the physical affection from him that the second someone else gave it to me, I felt like so good.
So are you a bad person for doing that?
Probably, yes, a bit. Not gonna lie. Like at that point, I was being a bit of a
Are
bad
you-
person. I should have been like, no.
At that bit, but
And
now,
then go up to him and be like, I nearly did this, but I didn't. But just
But
so
then,
you...
do you want praise for something? Because I was in a toxic relationship.
Exactly, because
like
then
that
I don't want to
before.
feel like I'm forcing someone to have pleasure, you know? It's weird.
I've had ex girlfriends or girlfriend. Let's keep it broad. Who, if a guy messaged them and they said no, she came up to me proudly like, "Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Isn't that? I don't come telling you if a girl messages me that I didn't reply back. Like it's such a big deal."
You're saying like I should have said no and been proud to say no because I have a boyfriend. Or no?
No. So if for example, let's consider a girl who's in a relationship
Mm.
and a guy messages her who's not her boyfriend to go meet up or sleep over or whatever,
Mm.
and she says no. I don't expect her to wave around proudly that she said no, because
Facts.
it's
Facts,
it's no
facts,
big deal that you
facts,
said no
facts,
because
facts,
you're in
facts.
a relationship.
But if it's healthy and you're both like, you know, if it's
I mean, you shouldn't be like proud
Like-
because you said no that a guy messaged you. No,
no, but I would make him aware that listen, I said no, but next time it's gonna be a yes. If you're not gonna fucking satisfy my needs. At this point it had been like 4 weeks and we haven't even like barely had done anything. Like, you know, at the end of the day I'm human.
cool.
and what if the situation was the other way around? Imagine
I feel
you found him kissing someone.
I would feel like shit, but just because I know that I threw myself at him, like I'm a very sexually active person, more than normal actually.
What's your
Like-
body count?
It's over 50, and I did tell him that. Literally, I told him.
You did?
I did. I was like, listen, my body count's over 50. Like, I had a whole phase in my life. I'm like, I want you to know. I told him like who my exes were, like everyone, because I didn't want him to like be talking to one of my friends sometime and be they're like, oh, you know, Henry, fuck that guy, or like
Was he okay with that? The body count?
he was a bit like scared. Not gonna lie, he was like, what the fuck, like that's so much.
But do you test?
Sorry,
Do you test?
of course I
You
test.
test. So he shouldn't have been kind of.
Everyone should test. Like,
What's your body count?
I'd rather not say, Nicholas.
Are you tested?
Madonna.
It's
Can we take another shot on that, please?
it's in the high twos.
No, mine's over 50. I've traveled
twos.
so much.
Like 200. No, it's just two.
He said it was over the 20s.
Over 20s.
20.
But
Were
with
they all
women?
female?
Yeah.
He said they were a mix. I don't
They were
know.
mixed.
Because like then you start questioning everything. Are you like, is that even true what he said? You know?
What's your ratio?
Oh, like I would say like 80% of them are men.
So 80% of 50 would be 40, 40, 10, 10 women. That's more women than me.
That's almost as much as me.
10 women, I would say. Yes.
You're 23. To be fair, I got most of my body counts in 1 year.
Same, to be fair. Ta.
Right? How things work out.
Like in 2 years, I added like 35.
Yeah.
Or 40 to a body count.
I added like,
That's like one every 2 weeks.
is it?
Sometimes
A
I
bit
had
less.
two a day. Shouldn't I?
2, I think.
No, I'm telling you, I'm a very
But wait,
sexually
are
active
they-
person.
Were they 2 10s?
What do you mean?
10s? Were they 10s? Were they 9s?
Oh no, at my whole phase, it was like
Sixes?
So,
6s, 7s.
yeah. So,
What was the biggest event you attended in the LA life?
the sphere.
Exactly.
I think the biggest event I went to there was like biggest red carpet. I think would be like either ACM Awards hosted by Dolly Parton,
Okay. Yeah, the Amazon Awards, they were.
Academy
Amazon.
Country Music Awards.
Okay,
Academy
yes.
Country music. How do you
Uh,
get invited to these?
Amazon.
Amazon. Because do you have a partnership with Amazon?
Yeah, I work a lot closely with Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Yes.
You have a contract with them?
No, not a contract. I just know a lot of people like
In the industry
in
of Amazon Prime.
in Amazon Prime executives.
All I know is
Did you
customer
find them
care.
on Raja, whatever the app is called?
No, not on Raya.
Raya,
Raya.
sorry, Raya.
Let's check.
I'm friends with a lot of customer care right now.
Dead.
On Amazon.
Yeah. off.
Those are my best friends right now. And you had attended a party, no?
Lil Nas X's.
And also
you
a
met-
Halloween party, no?
I had done makeup for Lil Nas X's birthday party.
Really?
Yes.
For him,
Yes.
for himself, or
No, not for himself. So basically, they did at first want me to do makeup like for him, but then it turned into doing makeup for like
his
3
guests.
dancers.
Dancers.
And then it turned into me doing makeup for the guests. But I was like, listen, even if I just have to hold a brush to be there, I'm like, I'm coming to Lil Nas X's birthday party, you know?
And how was that? Did you have to sign an NDA?
Yeah, so many papers.
Really?
Yes, we weren't even supposed to have our phones on us.
that's something common in the LA culture.
Mhm, super common.
And did you see anything that was super unexpected?
No, not really, though.
Are you
Not
saying that
really.
just because of the NDA?
No, it was very much giving just like alcohol, like party, like just hardcore party in a villa. A lot of 1942 tequila. So good. So good.
I think I'd host a party where I'd have no one with their phone.
We did it
Yeah,
in
100%.
Clubhouse once.
Let me tell you
How
why.
Was it?
It was such a vibe.
You enjoy the people there, not look, I'm gonna stay waving my phone.
Yeah.
Let me show everyone where I am.
I went to parties that you can't use phones.
No, in
Fabric in
Clubhouse when we
London,
did
for
it.
example, they would stick stickers on your phone, so
Where?
you cover the cameras.
Where?
And you on Fabric in London.
Ah,
It's a club.
There's some- there's
Berghain is the
some.
same. Berghain in Berlin is the same.
They put them in pouches like that are like magnetic and you can't open the pouch.
Yeah.
And when you leave, they put the magnet on it and it opens it.
Yeah, I went to some that they ask you to leave it outside the door, like with the doorman. I don't know. Doorman, he gives you a locker, you put your phone in, and you can.
Wait,
use it.
actually, I went to a show in LA. I remember I was in a relationship that show, but I was like on Xanax and I was like drinking that day.
What recreational drugs have you tried? So
Almost everything.
really,
Almost. I
What-
haven't tried heroin, obviously, or like
what was the craziest one?
LSD.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get in trouble or getting? Did you ever get arrested for drugs or?
No, apart from the one time that my mom took me
Uh,
to the station.
And
You have a mug shot.
No, I don't,
that would be interesting.
because my lawyer was so good.
Really? And have you ever been arrested outside Malta?
Once in New York, but it wasn't technically arrested. Like
You got arrested.
I was like under the suspicion of like and being an illegal immigrant.
You got arrested
Yes,
under
and
suspicion
of being an illegal immigrant, of like wanting to move there, like with not the right documentation. So being like a clandestine.
How did they?
So I spent a long ass time in LA, obviously, and then I came back to Malta, and then I went back up, and they start to question, like, you know, a lot of stuff, like, why are you coming back up so soon? And my visa, I can stay for like 6 months in a year, for 10 years, like, so 6 months, then you need to let the year pass, another 6 months. And I was nearly close to my 6 months. So they're like, you traveled all this time for just like a Halloween party by Heidi Klum. Like, and you have 2 luggages on you, a hand luggage, a backpack for 12 days. I'm like, yeah, for 12 days. And they obviously were like trying to see if,
Sus.
obviously, if you see someone with 2 luggages, a hand luggage, a backpack, and they're there for like 12 days, you're like, shiz up, you know? You're like, what the fuck?
To our older audience, sus is suspicious.
Literally. And then obviously like they let me go because I showed them like my return ticket. I showed them my hotel bookings and the amount of time it was booked for. I'm like, if you want to come pick me up from the hotel on the day and bring me back here to the airport, like feel free, like give me an escort, you know? They're like, no, we believe you, but we're still going to be monitoring you on the day to make sure you get on your flight back home. I'm like, that's fine. You know,
That's
it
crazy.
was like a business class flight. I'm not going to miss that.
What does a business flight look like expense-wise?
So 3,500.
Do they massage your feet for 3,500?
No, it was Malta, UK, New York, and back. And you get a bed. It's like insane.
How's the life? in the front seats.
Oh, it was so comfy.
Like,
So comfy.
Come on,
I
come on,
always-
take me.
I always travel Ryanair economy, and I don't even choose the seat, so I save €10. I
Fair.
get random allocation.
Listen, I travel economy a lot of the times, but when you're traveling for long ass hours, I like trust me, like spend the extra money, save up, and spend extra money because it's worth it.
Did you ever see those people in the news where they get on the tires of planes that take off and then they hide in the cabin? That's me. That's me.
I think I've done 11 and a half hours, 12 hours straight flight from
Went
here
to
here to Japan. And I was,
Breaks you, eh?
but we were lucky enough that the flight wasn't full from
That's really good when the flight isn't full.
from Frankfurt. And we took 3 seats. So we lifted the middle seat and we slept comfortably.
Yeah, no business. That's why it's like for long flights.
It's
like,
ideal. I'm
It's
pretty
so
sure.
ideal because you literally get a bed. Like they make a bed for you, and it was like so comfy. I was playing Fortnite on the plane.
I miss the Fortnite days. I think gaming is dying a bit, no?
No, I game every day.
Really?
Every day.
What do you play?
Fortnite.
Fortnite, really?
Fortnite.
I downloaded Fortnite recently. So
Will game.
Will game.
What do you play on?
PC now.
PC?
Is it cross-platform? Can you play PC?
You
too?
can, you
Yes,
can.
yes, you
I
can.
Wow.
Yes, I'm on PS5.
I used to play on PS4, but now I mean, might as well play on.
Yes, amazing.
I'm down. So I think we can wrap this up. It's been an
100%.
amazing episode. So
Oh,
guys,
it has been.
thank you, Henry, for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for inviting me. We'll do this again. There will be a
Definitely.
part 2, maybe.
Anything you want to shout out? Your brands, your
Any
future
motivation,
collaborations?
exactly. Any
Any-
motivational words for your followers or people who maybe are living a similar upbringing to you, who maybe
Mm.
holding on a bit to see what you want. Whatever your final message is.
I think like,
Sorry for cutting you off.
sorry for cutting you off.
It's all
My
good.
apologies.
It's all good.
I think like just to do you. Like that's the best advice. And then like people are gonna think it's so cliche to say, but honestly, like don't give a fuck about what other people have to say or think about your life, because your life is your life and people are gonna comment on it regardless what you do. So might as well just do what makes you happy and fuck the rest.
I love that.
Thank you, Henry. Guys, to those of you who are new watching, please subscribe. You really support us. Like our shorts, like our reels. Follow us on all platforms. The link tree is attached below. Comment on who you want to see next. Support Henry. I mean, Henry's got a bigger platform
Love
than
you
us.
guys and support them.
Yet. Thank you, Henry.
You know?
And comment. What should they comment?
Comment what your toxic trait is.
Oh.
I want to see people's
like
toxic traits.
Your top toxic traits, and also one from us. What do you find toxic in someone? Thank you, guys.
Ooh.
Over and out.
Bye.